it's really sunny again today, and I'm filming earlier than usual, so the sun is very so I do apologise for that. We are in the same position as like if we were to be filming a Pinterest video, but today's not going to be a Pinterest video. I'm just sitting here for the intro. Also, I'm really sick of wearing the same earrings, but I've accidentally left my box of earrings at Maya's, so these are the only pair that I have, I'm afraid. All the rest are mismatched and not in a good way. Hello everyone and welcome back to the YouTube channel. How are you? I hope you're all doing well. Today we are going to be jumping straight into it basically. I have decided that I want to start my scrap yarn jumper. It's going to be a progressive thing, it's not going to be all done in this video, but I'm basically going to start it off today and see how that goes. But I will also be showing you all of the yarn that I currently have, so that if you guys have any suggestions on what you would like to see me do, or if you have any suggestions on what to do, I don't have to video it, then I am more than happy to accept those suggestions. Most of the balls that I do have come from the £5 bag that I was talking about in the last video, so a lot of this yarn I won't be able to get again because it's like an old line, or it doesn't have any labels on it, so I'm not quite sure where it's from. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into it, my darlings. Okay, so the sun can't seem to make its mind up, so I'm sorry in advance. I tried filming down there, not working, so I'm going to have to do it up here just to show you through the yarn collection that I have. It's a pretty small collection, so it shouldn't take too long, but I'm basically going to whiz through it. I'll just show you the yarn, the colour, blah blah blah. If I know where it's from I'll tell you, but most of these are from the like £5 big bag of old yarn or new yarn, whatever yarn it is. So I'm not quite sure for some of them. I'll start off with this yellow fluffy yarn. I think I'm probably going to make a little duck with this, but it won't take the entire ball, so I'm not quite sure what to make with it. Then we have this textured white. It's 50 grams, it's not that much. Probably make some little ghosties with this. I think that'd be super duper cute. Would have been ideal to do the spiderweb jumper, but not enough. Then just a ball of white. This I mainly use for like little accents if I need it. I don't particularly do things in entire white, so this is like accent yarn. I'm going to call it accent yarn. Same with this. This is a nice little cream, but this would be good for a little jumper or a hat, some gloves. I'm going to be using this for the eye probably if I make the eye jumper, when I make the eye jumper. Little ball of off-white. Not sure what to do with this, but it can be good for little accents, so I'm not putting it in the scrap pile. One of my favourites that were in this was the chunky navy yarn. This is adorable, and I'm like, I've only got one ball of this and then that's it, but chunky navy yarn, probably pretty easy to come by, so if I start something in this I'll probably be able to finish it in a different brand and it won't look too dissimilar. Then there is this chunky purple. This is super duper cute. Made some octopi with this, and I need to make a froggy leg for Rebecca's mum. There's also these two big balls of dusty pink yarn. This one was more full, but I have made quite a few amigurumi bits with it, so that's why it's more empty. But couldn't believe that were in the bag as well. It's the same for the wheel that I showed in the last video. Couldn't believe those were in the bag because those alone cost anywhere from like £10 to £15 each, so to say that it was in a £5 bag, unbelievable, and it's a really pretty colour. Then we have this baby pink. Again, I've used this quite a bit, so that's why she's a little bit more used. She's a little less and a little bit pew. I used this when I first started crocheting, so it's like this because I didn't realise that you had to use the end that was inside the ball of yarn instead of the end that's loose outside the ball of yarn. So that's why that one looks so messy, because I kept getting it caught because I'm an idiot. Then we have some more cream. This is what I used for... what did I use it for? Oh, it was Rebecca's birthday cake jewellery box. That's what I use this for. It's really, really soft. Like, it just feels so nice. And, like, I love this one. So I'm going to be pretty sad when this goes. But we'll try and find something similar. Franklin's in here, covered in cotton. Then there is this chunkier white. This is more of a chunkier knit. No idea where this is from because it's from the bag. Then we have a baby blue. I think these were the baby blue, the baby pink, and the ball of loose white, wherever that has gone. Those are all from Home Bargains. So if you live in the UK, Home Bargains has pretty nice yarn. It's kind of like baby yarn, but it was only like £1.50, I do believe, so yeah. Then there's this yellowy cream little ball of randomness. I think I might put this in the scrap, but the scrap jumper, I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put that in the scrap jumper just because I won't be using that for accents. I don't think it's usually creams, like white creams and then off-whites and whites that I use for that, so no point. Little ball of black yarn, I'm going to be keeping that in there though because it's useful for, this is what I use for like eyes and noses and again little accents like that. This is just some soft chunky yarn that I saved from my friend's plushie. They were like cutting it up, so I've saved some of that. And then this is all I have left from the mustard that I have. Didn't actually realise I had that much left, so that's my mustard yarn. Then I have this, which is super duper cute, and I do have an idea of what I want to do for some of this, but it won't use all of it. And it's basically just a sparkly black, so it's black with silver sparkle through it. But is this not perfect for a spider? My little brother wants a tarantula making, a purple sock tarantula or a pink sock tarantula, I'm not sure which one he wants yet. But they'd be perfect for that. I did start making the body, but I do want to remake it because I did it a little bit too big. I want it to be a little bit smaller, but that's meant to be the body. But yeah. And then, because this was the black one, so I started making the purple sock tarantula and this was her. I do need to finish it, but these legs take the absolute schmeichel. But I kind of want to do it in the silver one now. I'm not sure. I'm going to ask him which one he'd prefer. Because I do really like it. I do really like how that one looks, but we'll see where he says. And then I have a ball of this one. It's different to the one that I showed in the other video where I said that it would be perfect for the spider web. It's a little bit chunkier and it's softer. It's not as webby, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that's that, but I do have quite a bit of it left in the scrap pile, and it is just genuinely because I can't be bothered untangling it all. So if I snip it all up, then I'll just add it to a jumper and it's no big deal. So that's what I have left of this. And then down to the final box, I have the pink version of the chunky purple yarn. Again, I've made quite a few things with this, so that's why it's a little bit less, a little bit messy, but I need to make Rebecca's mum a froggy. Like, again, this is some more of the super soft yarn from the plushie that my friend had that I dissected. That looks like a jellyfish. Yeah, it's pretty hard to work with this because every time I try and like crochet it, it just like comes apart like pipe cleaner, which I'm not the biggest fan of, obviously. Then we have some more, where's this fluff everywhere? Then we have some more white. I have quite a lot of whites and creams, so I'll probably end up making a white spider jumper anyway. And then there are these ones which are very unique in my eyes, and there's 4 balls of them. 2 of the dark grey and 2 of the white. But look at it, it reminds me of spaghetti. Look at that. How cute. I think that'd be really cute for like a little cardigan, maybe. Someone paid £3.50 for 1 ball of this, and that's like more than half of what I paid for the entire bag, including these. No clue what type it is, but it's duo coloured, and it's really, really funky and really cool and really, really soft. And then, why is my moonstone in here? My moonstone. I've got like 3, but one of them is in interesting. Oh, and this one as well. This one's really, really cute. Look at that. There. There's quite a lot in that as well. Again, I think that'd be cute for a little cardigan maybe, or a beanie. A cat beanie would look really cute in this, so I might have to try on that. And then I have this, which is absolutely adorable, and I had an idea of making a pygmy puff for my little brother because he's obsessed with Harry Potter now. It's like his new phase. And I told him what I said to him. I was like, oh, it looks like a pygmy puff, like something that was on the telly. And he's like, what's a pygmy puff? And I'm like, so I showed him what a pygmy puff was, and he said it's the cutest thing that he's ever seen. So I might try and make him a little pygmy puff out of this. I got a tutorial up yesterday, and like do the face as the baby pink or a cream. I think I'll do it as a cream, but I think that'd be really, really cute. Then I have this, which if you follow me on TikTok or if you've seen on shorts, you'll have seen that I got the Aldi yarn that everyone's talking about. I started crocheting my mum a little scarf, and this is how it like thingies up. But look at that. I think she's stunning. I really love how it's like little bursts of colour instead of like 2 lines red, 1 line yellow, especially for the scarf. But this is like all half double crochets in the front loops because I like the ribbon on scarves when it has that. So yeah, nowhere near done. I've only just done the back panel, but look how cute. I think it'd look really cute as like a hat as well. And then last but not least, I got these 3 balls from Aldi as well, and I'm going to make pumpkins with them. This is for the stalk. That's for a pumpkin, that's for a pumpkin, and then I've got a green and a white, so I might do some of them as well. I'm going to make little pumpkins. Hopefully I'll have some left over though, so that I'll be able to make other things with those, but yeah. So that's my little yarn collection. I just thought I'd take you through. Like I said, if you have any suggestions on what I can make, even if I've already said, oh, I'm using this for this, still suggest things. If you have any suggestions, please comment them down below or message me on Instagram. I'll not take you through what's in my scrap bag because it is just scraps. And I'll probably be showing you anyway, like every time I'm onto a new colour, I'll show you that. But right now I need to look what jumper I actually want to make because I'm still not sure whether I want to make like a tight knit jumper or whether I want to make a mesh jumper. A mesh one will obviously be done a lot quicker, but I kind of like the idea of slowly adding to a close knit jumper. I think that'd look even cuter. I think I'm going to do a close knit one, so I'll have to find a tutorial for that in the ones that I've already got saved. But yeah, I shall see you in the next bit. I think I'm going to try and change the camera angle because I can't crochet like this, so bear with me. See you in a minute. Bye. Okay, so first of all, apologies for the lighting. It's gone really dull, and I have a really old phone, so my camera isn't the best and it doesn't do the whole like, oh, you're in a dark place, let's lighten up. So I've had to do it with artificial lighting, so apologies. But I am gonna go ahead and start measuring for this jumper. I don't usually measure, I usually just like eyeball it, but I found this tutorial that seems like really good, and it's by Crochet Emily, as in like Crochet Emily, like Crochet and Emily put together. Very clever. So I'm going to follow this tutorial. I'll pop it up on the screen now. And yeah, so first of all what she tells us to do is basically take our favourite fitting jumper. I have quite a few, but I've gone with the one that I like wear the most, which is the Weasley jumper. So I'll be measuring this one, and yeah, I'm basically just going to take the measurements now and jot them down in my little book so that I don't forget them. But I'm going to try and do this properly. This is the first time that I've actually like, I'm sitting down and properly measuring something. Like Isabel, like my little sister's Harry Potter jumper, I just eyeballed it, and I've still not finished that though, so shows you something. But yeah, I'm gonna get on with that now. Again, apologies for the lighting, just gonna have to do, I'm afraid, my darlings. But yeah, okay, so I just finished measuring the jumper. Now I was going to record it, but it was basically just like half of my body and my hands all over the place. So like I said, this is the jumper. It pretty much fits me perfectly. I just wish that the arms were a little bit longer, so when I was taking the measurements I just added like a couple of centimetres on the end of it. So the width of the jumper from the just side to side, so the width of the jumper is 60 centimetres, that's side to side. I've kept that the same because I like the size of it. Now the bottom of the collar to the top of the ribbon, so you just basically, if you're adding ribbing to your jumper, you just do it from ribbon to ribbon and then add that on afterwards. If not, then you just do it to the bottom of the jumper if you still like the size of it, even if it has ribbon. And that was 49 centimetres plus 5 centimetres for ribbon. And then I did 45 centimetres for the sleeves plus the ribbing, and the actual size of the sleeves is like 40 centimetres, so another 5 centimetres worth of crocheting is fine. Okay, now onto the fun part, which is actually starting to crochet. This is a little ball of loosies that I have right now. I'm really not sure how this is going to turn out. They're all different widths, they're all different colours, and they're pretty bright as well, which is obviously not like me. But like I said in the last video, I want it to be really messy, and I want it to be like someone's just vomited colour onto a jumper. That is my aim, that is my goal. And I even have like little tassels of very scrappy bits of yarn that I'm going to attach to it, so it's very like abstracty. I think I'm going to do it all with a 5mm hook. I was going to do it 6, so it's a little bit bigger, but like not chunkier, but just bigger. I've just dropped those all over. Where's my 5? Oh, I'm using that for the scarf. I need to go and grab my 5mm hook, but I will be right back, my dudes. Okay, so let's begin, shall we? I've just got my 5mm hook. So what I'm gonna do is chain it to the length that I want, which is the 60 centimeters, and then I think I'm going to do double crochets throughout all of this consistently, so then I'll just chain an additional 3 on the end to get me started. But yeah, be back when that's all done. Might speed this bit up, so yeah. Okay, so now we have the 60 centimeters worth of chains. I'm going to then chain 3 on the end because I'll be doing a double crochet. If you decide to do a single crochet, then it's just an extra 2 on the end. If you're doing a triple crochet, 4 on the end, and so on and so forth. Yeah, just going to start double crocheting in every single hoop, and I shall keep you updated. It's really difficult to do this with a microphone in my hand. Ugh. But yeah, that is how it's going to start, and then I'll let you know when the first colour changes and see what it looks like. My dudes, excited. I'm so excited, but I'm very nervous. It's going to look awful, but we'll see. So we have come to the first colour switch, and it's to this beautiful, like, can you see it? Oh, there we go. This beautiful like blue baby yarn, and it's got like purple and white through it and stuff, but it is significantly thinner than the chunkier yarn that I have been using. So I'm going to take you through my thought process. Now this chunky yarn I've been using a 5mm hook with, and in my head if I use a bigger hook, I mean it usually is like the bigger the hook, the harder they fall, these biggity dads are diggity dogs. If I use a bigger hook, it will come up the same size as this, or at least similar, because if I use the same hook, the stitches are going to be a lot tighter because it's a thinner yarn. So if I use a bigger hook, it'll be a bigger stitch, but it'll be the same size as this one. Does that make sense? So basically what I'm going to do is switch to a 6mm hook. I'm going to have to go and find my 6mm hook. Hopefully it's not lost. But then I will continue with this. I also have a little snack now. Dad went to McDonald's, so banana milkshake. And then fish finger Happy Meal. It does make me happy. It does indeed. Okay, I've found my hook. 6mm. I'm going to try it. Milkshake and chips, especially banana milkshake. But yeah, let's go. It lasted like a row and 3/4, the pink one, so okay, so it's like an hour and a half later now, and I'm having so much fun. We're at this point now. There's 4 different types of yarn here so far, but I've got to the part of the ball where it goes back to the thicker yarn, so I'm just going to switch over hooks. But I just want to show you, I'm very excited to use the next one, which is this green. It's like all different types of green basically, but that is the last colour in this ball, I do believe, so I'll have to move on to the bag, which has a lot more in, but I'm just gonna have to tie them in as I'm going instead of using them from the ball this time. But yeah, it's going quite well. I think I've accidentally increased the rows from the first one. Either that, or it's because I'm just using the different hook size. It's not too dissimilar, but it just means that it's going to taper a little bit on the ends, but that's completely fine, because that'll look cute anyway. I'm doing it oversized, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm really glad that I started with the thick yarn, because it's sort of created its own little like band at the bottom. And then I think I'm probably going to use this pink to do the ribbon as well, because I have plenty of it. It's just that this little ball was extra from when I was making a plushie. And yeah, this is her so far. I think she looks really great. I accidentally created the lesbian flag there. I don't know if you can see, but it's basically pink, white and yellow in that little section, and then the white goes to blue. But yeah, this is the yarn that I'm going to be using for the spider web one as well. Again, it was just like an extra little ball, so I used it for this, but it's really, really cute. You literally can't see because of the lighting, but yeah, I can't wait to use that for the spider web one. But I'm having so much fun, even though it's like the same repetitive stitch. The thought of using like all different types of yarn, quite exciting. So yeah, I'm going to continue with this, and then I shall update you in another hour probably. But yeah. Okay, so I have finished that ball of yarn, and this is how far it's gotten me. I am so in love with this green. I'm so sad that it was just a little ball, but I definitely will have to try and find some that's similar because I just love how it looks. Like, yeah, it's chaotic, it's messy, and I love it. I love, love, love it. Like I said, I started to increase there for whatever reason, but I'm going to try and keep it the same now. I just did it a little bit more when I realised, but it just means it's going to be a bit tapered at the end, which is completely fine. I'm not a perfectionist, and if I can help unravelling everything, then I will, even if it's a little bit complicated. But like I said, I'm not a perfectionist. If I've done one thing wrong, like if I've skipped a hoop, I'm not going to restart it unless I'm like really close to it. So yeah, I'm not a perfectionist, which is very good when it comes to crocheting. But yeah, now I'm going to start using things from this big bag. These are odds and ends that are a little bit shorter, so they won't be as thick of rows as these. I've got between like 1 to 2 rows out of each layer of that ball, so it's gone pretty well, and I'm really glad I decided to like size up and size down the hook depending on the thickness of the yarn, because it's definitely helped a lot. But yeah, again, I don't want to stop making her. Like, I'm really sad that, because like, I know in my heart that I'm not going to be able to finish this for like another at least 5 months, but also it'll be really good to be a progressional thing to post on YouTube, so I'm not too mad. But yeah, I measured this and it's around 11 centimetres right now, so we're about a quarter of the way to finishing the front panel, and it's taken me about an hour and a half to 2 hours, so I'm not too mad. But yeah, that green, I can't stop looking at it. I absolutely love it. I'm really sad that it's over now, but I'm just going to continue making this throughout the day, and then I will update you later on and see where we're at. But yeah, that is it for this little section. See you much later on. It's definitely going to be dark later on, so yeah, my hair's got progressively more flat too, so that's great, and I've become more greasy. See you in a bit. Okay, so good morning, it is the next day. I have completed the scrap jumper to, not completed, to a point where I'm happy with it, so I am going to show you right now. Ready? Grand reveal. Ba-da! Doo-doo! This is she, as she stands. I'm really glad I decided to put some of that blue in, because I think that's my favourite row. But yeah, as you can see, she's going to be really oversized. Yeah, I think I might have done it a little bit too big. Like, I think I might have measured wrong, or just not took into consideration how big it's going to be, but you can see where it's going to be tapered at the end, where it's going to go in a little bit. And I'm keeping all of the loose threads on because, like I said, I wanted to go for a more abstract, messy look. So yeah, but this is her. She's like halfway done with the front panel, and like I said, it's going to be a progressive thing, so I'm going to be doing it throughout the months. I think what I'm probably going to do is at the end of every month I'll do one of these videos of adding to the jumper using all of the scrap yarn that I have left over from that month's makings. And yeah, hopefully she'll build over time. Like I said, I'm aiming to get her done for like in the new year maybe, but I really love her, like really love her. I'm so glad I decided to do different textures, like different widths of yarn and everything. I love her, like she's gonna look so groovy and so funky. But yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Please let me know. And like I said in the beginning of the video, any of the yarn that you've seen, if you have any ideas for what I could make with it, please let me know down below. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this type of video. I'm gonna have a couple more Pinterest videos up this week. Hopefully. I'm aiming for like 2 more Pinterest videos this week, maybe bump it up to 3 videos a week, something like that, I'm not quite sure. But I'm really glad I decided to do it, because now I want to make a bunch of different clothes. I really enjoy doing this, so I want to do something similar. I'm thinking of making a cat beanie next, like one of the cat ear beanies, so let me know if you want a video on that. If not, I'll just make it in my own time. But yeah, that is it from me, my lovely dumplings, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye, treacles.